Now that we've got your daily hydration dialed in and you are safely managing the intense Florida heat, you are probably eager to get out of the house. You pack a quick deli sandwich for the boat, grab a cold cola for the golf course, or toss together a massive spinach salad for a healthy lunch. We make these choices because they are fast, convenient, and in many cases, we are explicitly told that they are superfoods. But there is a shocking medical paradox hiding right inside your picnic cooler. This exact combination of ultra-convenient snacks and trendy superfoods is secretly suffocating your kidneys. You are actively trying to eat healthy, but you are unknowingly consuming specific foods that create a thick, microscopic sludge inside your body's most delicate filtration system. It isn't just deep-fried junk food. There are 6 specific culprits you need to watch out for: deli meats, dark colas, raw spinach, almonds, canned soups, and sweetened iced tea. But to understand why your afternoon deli sandwich and that healthy spinach salad are secretly suffocating your kidneys, we have to look at what these foods do the exact moment they enter your bloodstream.
To see exactly what happens the moment those foods enter your bloodstream, we have to look at the millions of microscopic strainers inside your kidneys, called nephrons. Think of these nephrons exactly like a very fine, delicate kitchen strainer. When you eat normal, whole foods, the waste is light and liquid. It passes right through the strainer with absolutely no effort. Your blood gets perfectly cleaned, and the waste is easily flushed out of your body. But the 6 convenient foods we just mentioned contain extreme, unnatural levels of 3 specific compounds: inorganic phosphorus, hidden sodium, and highly concentrated oxalates. Your body was simply not designed to process these synthetic additives and extreme plant chemicals all at once, especially when you are slightly dehydrated from the Florida heat. Instead of passing smoothly through your blood, that artificial phosphorus and heavy sodium bind together. They transform into a thick, sticky, microscopic sludge. And those oxalates from your raw spinach and almonds? When consumed in massive doses, they crystallize, turning into sharp, jagged white shards that travel right alongside that dark sludge. Imagine pouring a thick, sticky, gritty paste directly into this delicate kitchen strainer. The paste doesn't pass through. It immediately coats the wire, hardens, and completely blocks the holes. That is exactly what is happening inside your kidney. That chemical sludge and those jagged crystals forcefully jam themselves into your delicate filtration holes. Your kidney becomes completely suffocated. It can no longer properly clean your blood, leaving you feeling exhausted, sluggish, and completely drained of your daily energy. Now that you can physically see how this sticky chemical sludge is clogging up your delicate filtration system, we need to immediately clear out the 2 worst artificial offenders hiding right in your refrigerator.
Now that you can physically see how this sticky chemical sludge is clogging up your delicate filtration system, we need to immediately clear out the 2 worst artificial offenders hiding right in your refrigerator. And those 2 hidden offenders are packaged deli meats and dark colas. Down here in Florida, these are the ultimate staples for a quick lunch before heading to the beach or the golf course. But food manufacturers pump both of these convenient items full of a synthetic, artificial preservative called inorganic phosphorus. They use it to keep the meat looking artificially pink and to give the cola its dark color. When you eat natural phosphorus from real food, it is tightly bound to protein. Your digestive system has to work hard to break it down, meaning only about 50% of it actually absorbs into your bloodstream. But the artificial inorganic phosphorus in deli meats and dark colas is completely unbound. It acts like a chemical flash flood. Your gut absorbs 100% of it almost instantly. This massive, unnatural chemical wave instantly overwhelms your kidneys. They cannot process it fast enough, so it binds with sodium and immediately transforms into that suffocating, sticky black sludge we just talked about. But the good news is you do not have to give up your favorite quick lunches. We are going to stop this chemical sludge right now with Protocol 1, the fresh roast swap. First, simply swap out those highly processed, pre-packaged deli meats for fresh roasted poultry or fresh-caught fish. A slice of real roasted chicken breast contains zero artificial sludge. Second, trade that dark cola for a clear, citrus-based sparkling water. You still get that satisfying, refreshing carbonation for a hot Florida afternoon, but without the toxic synthetic dyes. Look at the plumbing shift inside your body. The moment you make these two simple swaps, that dark, sticky tar instantly stops flowing into your kidneys. Your blood runs clear, and your delicate filters finally have room to breathe. You've successfully stopped the artificial sludge from suffocating your filters, but your kidneys are still in grave danger if you are accidentally eating too much of the ultimate health food.
You've successfully stopped the artificial sludge from suffocating your filters, but your kidneys are still in grave danger if you are accidentally eating too much of the ultimate health food. Down here in Florida, we are constantly trying to do the right thing for our bodies. We want to protect our hearts and stay active, so we turn to plant-based superfoods. We start our mornings by packing the blender with raw spinach, or we snack on large bowls of healthy almonds while sitting out on the lanai. But I call this the plant-based trap. While these foods are fantastic for your heart, raw spinach and almonds contain astronomically high levels of a natural chemical called oxalate. When you consume these specific foods in massive, highly concentrated doses, like drinking an entire blender full of raw spinach, an overwhelming amount of these oxalates floods directly into your bloodstream. These oxalates travel straight down to your kidneys, and when there are simply too many of them to filter, they rapidly bind together, crystallizing into sharp, jagged white shards. Over time, these microscopic shards clump together to form solid, agonizing kidney stones that physically tear at your delicate internal tissue and completely block your filtration. But please do not throw away your spinach or your almonds. They are still incredibly good for you. You do not have to quit these foods, you just have to eat them correctly. We are going to neutralize this threat instantly with Protocol 2, the calcium binding trick. To stop the crystals from forming in your kidneys, we're going to introduce a biological magnet into your stomach. By simply adding a source of calcium, like a scoop of yogurt to your smoothie or a slice of cheese to your spinach salad, you are sending glowing blue calcium molecules straight into your gut. Calcium naturally binds to oxalates. It acts like a heavy blanket, wrapping up those sharp crystals while they are still in your stomach. They become too large to ever absorb into your bloodstream. Instead of traveling to your kidneys to cause damage, this newly bound, harmless compound simply passes straight through your digestive tract and is safely eliminated from your body. You get all the incredible heart health benefits of your favorite superfoods with absolutely none of the kidney damage. By binding those sharp crystals in your stomach, you've saved your kidneys from physical damage, which leaves us with the final step, washing away the heavy salt from your last two hidden culprits.
By binding those sharp crystals in your stomach, you've saved your kidneys from physical damage, which leaves us with the final step, washing away the heavy salt from your last two hidden culprits. And those final two culprits are absolute staples in almost every Florida pantry: canned soups and heavily sweetened iced tea. They seem harmless, and we often reach for them when we want something comforting or refreshing. But these two pantry staples work together to create a perfect storm of kidney stress. That innocent-looking can of soup contains a mind-blowing amount of hidden sodium. When that massive dose of salt hits your bloodstream, it brutally constricts the blood vessels leading to your kidneys. It physically strangles the blood flow. And while your blood vessels are clamped shut, the heavy sugar from that iced tea actively dehydrates your body, pulling vital water away from your kidneys right when they need it most in the Florida heat.
Your internal filter is being squeezed and dried out at the exact same time. But we are going to reverse this immediately with Protocol 3, the citrus hydration flush. First, we swap that heavy canned soup for a low-sodium homemade broth flavored richly with fresh herbs like rosemary and thyme instead of salt. And second, we trade that dehydrating sweet tea for a tall glass of ice water infused with fresh Florida lemons. And this lemon squeeze is the secret weapon for your kidneys. Lemons contain a powerful natural compound called citrate. Watch what happens when this citrate reaches your kidneys. It acts exactly like a biological soap. It forms microscopic bubbles that actively dissolve any leftover sticky sludge, while simultaneously signaling your constricted blood vessels to finally relax, open up, and let the blood flow freely again. By opening up those blood vessels and washing away the last of the sludge with fresh citrus, you have completely rebooted your body's natural filtration system. By opening up those blood vessels and washing away the last of the sludge with fresh citrus, you have completely rebooted your body's natural filtration system. And that brings us to the most important takeaway of this entire video. Protecting your kidneys as you get older does not mean eating bland, boring food or giving up your active Florida lifestyle. It simply means knowing exactly how to outsmart the hidden chemicals in your everyday diet. And today, you have built the ultimate kidney protection blueprint. First, you stopped the sticky, artificial sludge from suffocating your internal filters by utilizing the fresh roast swap and ditching those processed deli meats and dark colas. Second, you neutralized the hidden danger of plant-based superfoods. You used the calcium binding trick to safely wrap up those sharp, jagged crystals long before they could ever reach your kidneys. And finally, you washed away the heavy sodium and dissolved the remaining sludge using the powerful natural soap of the citrus hydration flush. You are back in control of your health. You have removed the heavy burden from your internal engine, leaving you with more energy, better digestion, and absolute peace of mind. Keep your internal filters clean. Enjoy every single moment of that active retirement, and I will see you next time.